Yes, sir. Boy, BG came through with the panels. Shout out to that boy BG. Oh yeah. Boy did his thing. Yes, sir. Looking good. Boy Primo late night in the lab. Getting it in.
Yes, sir. Make sure it's done for the customer.
Yes, sir.
Tuning.
And it's on. Looking good, looking good. Let me turn on some light, y'all. Turn on some lights. What's going down? Yeah, we late night in the lab. Y'all already knew. Or Primo over here finishing up the Delta drop. We had to wait on the custom panels to get done. Now they done. And they playing. And they lit up. And they sound good. Gotta put my old specs on, y'all. I've been having to wear these lately. Got some dual alternator action. This on a 90 Cadillac. And I'm building one. I got one done for the Delta. I didn't like the way this bracket looked at first, but I'm gonna trim it up. I'm gonna do some stuff to it and make it work, but man, it went perfect right here for this alternator. And it's already on. Now what I had to do with this one, now what I had to do with this one, this motor came with the alternator that had the dual belts on it. So since we separated the alternators, I had to put one on one belt, and I put the other one, I moved it forward a little bit and put it on the other belt. See how that power steering pump got the two pulleys? It had two pulleys on this alternator. So we made it run two alternators. Over here I got my tensioner right here. You can screw that and it make the alternator go up and down. All I need to do now is come from here to the engine with my bracket. But right now, we done already crunk up the car. It's sturdy, the belt, nothing slipping, everything look good. I just had to get used to looking at that bracket like that, but it went on this old motor so easy. I just had to do some little modification. But like I say, I'm gonna trim it up, probably paint it, cause that chrome kind of throwing it off too. Probably paint it all black, clean it up, cut some of them threads off, trim it down. But that's what we got. Hey, you can crank it, Primo? Let them see some rotation right quick. He finna get the keys, y'all. And this is without the bracket, without the brace from the bracket to the motor. In the trunk, you open the trunk. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. like I say, that's without the extra bracket, and we ain't got no movement. Probably see my hand moving from the camera, but no movement. Belt nice and straight. And if needed be, I will be able to slide it back and forth right here. But I get it pretty straight on the head. Yep. Another one. Oh yeah, look at that voltage. Yeah. Yes, sir. No squilling, no nothing. Alright. Yep. Got that done. This one over here is pretty much done. I just need to do the same thing. Come from the alternator to that bolt right back there with a little short bracket. I had to order me another welding machine. I got this Boss Hog over here. Now this car here came with the hydro booster. I don't know if I showed y'all this already, but man, we could not find the hydro boost. So what I ended up doing, I had an old booster. Now mind you, this is a 76 Boss Hog. This booster and master cylinder setup came off of an 84 Cadillac. Some little modifications, some little lines switching around, and we got brakes. So I got rid of the hydro boost because we really couldn't find it. We tried to go back with it, but we couldn't find it, and it was starting to take too long. So I did some, my bad people. I did some little modifications on this here, and yeah, we got brakes. Then he wasn't getting no fluid to the back lines. It was rusted back there. So I ran them new brake lines, and we got brakes. Yes, sir. Just some little projects. So anybody having that problem with old Boss Hog, and y'all having trouble finding that hydro boost, there you go right there. You can get you a brake boost off of 80 model Cadillac. You gotta do a little drilling for the hole positions, and after that you in. Run a vacuum line, and you're gonna have to take that power steering pressure hose that was going back there and reroute it and do a little bending and shaping and put it back on the power steering pump. And plug off that one return line right there, because it got two return lines, one coming from the gearbox and one coming from back there. So you're gonna plug that one off, take that same pressure line that was going back there, reroute it, put it right there, and bam, you got power steering. Well, you already had power steering, but you know, without having to buy nothing. So yep. This here ended up having to be redone all the way over. The pumps, everything. New highs, amps, everything. It done been totally rewired. It was so much going on. The voltage, the grounds. We took out the hot wire. Primo redid this whole thing. So y'all know how that go. But he finna be out the door. I think everything wired up already. We was just waiting on something else. Oh, I think Primo was gonna put the lids up there, but he gonna let somebody else do that. So now we ain't gotta wait on the lids to go up. He finna go ahead and finish this here, and my boy be out of here. The hive sound good as hell in this car. Lord have mercy, them Death Bounce hives. Yep, y'all. Working. Got this, got another Boss Hog out here. Let me show y'all. Man, when I say I've been on these cars, man, like crazy. Got this Boss Hog. it had been here for a while, and we finally figured out what we gonna do. So now it's getting done. This motor came fuel injected with injectors. It had actual injectors. Matter of fact, it had injectors and a throttle body. So some of it was bad. They was dumping gas, had the car running bad. So I say, man, instead of us trying to find all those injectors and go through all this old wiring, why don't we just turn it back to carburetor? So I got this intake, and I ain't gonna lie, it had a little rust damage, but I cleaned it, I painted it, I cleaned out the inside. I'm gonna hit it again before I put it up there. We'll put it on the motor. We got brand new carburetor, and I'm gonna have to do some modifying to these fuel lines. I know this car got electric fuel pump, so I'm gonna have to put him a pressure regulator. We got a new valley pan already sitting in there. Other than that, a little bit more cleaning on that intake on the inside. Make sure I got all that rust out, because this was actually the only, man, it was so hard to find an intake. I tried a Edelbrock, but Edelbrock don't have the flat space right here for that long football compressor to go right there. So I got the Edelbrock intake actually sitting in my truck. I'm gonna have to take it back. So I found this, and this seemed like this was the only one in Houston left. So, and that's that big old compressor I'm talking about. This is a gigantic compressor. Y'all know I got big mechanic hands, and that's this compressor. So gotta have that room right there. Yep, it's a nice car. Very nice. Very, very nice. So we finna get down to it. We'll have him running in a few days. And yep. Oh yeah, and that yellow, the yellow boss hog back there. That yellow boss hog, he also wants to go with the new AC system where it got the electric compressor. It come with the condenser, the lines, and it got the blower set up on the inside of the car. It's supposed to be stronger. I've been seeing a lot of people on YouTube saying that this is the new thing. So I know the new cars got it, because I always wondered, how do those cars cut off? You know, cut off at the lights and stuff, or cut off and sit in traffic and still have air conditioning. I always wondered that. Electric compressor. So I said, let's try that on some of these cars. I mean, it'll give it more power, because you know when you turn on that AC, it draws power. I'd rather have another alternator right there. Yeah. So that's gonna be one of the next projects. I actually, after I get through with this video, I actually got to get online. A lot of people been saying Summit Racing got some of the best product as far as that electric AC. I've been hearing Summit Racing come up a lot, so I'm finna check them out and see what's up with these electric compressors and all this good stuff. And I will be showing footage of me installing it if it come to it. So we're gonna weigh some options. He need a compressor already. I tested that today. It's leaking from the back of it. So he already need a compressor. Might as well. Shit, his compressor already $300. Then all his lines is old. We don't know if the condenser gonna be good. I mean, before he goes spend all that money buying all that stuff, why not just buy the electric AC kit that already come with everything for about $500, and you got everything brand new, and we can delete the whole compressor. So That's gonna be pretty cool. I'm gonna see how they work out, and I might be recommending it for a lot of these old school cars with AC problem. Before you go spend that money buying a new compressor and all that blah blah blah, spending $600-700 whatever, might as well get us an AC kit, electric, and go ahead with it. So we're gonna do it like a Geo Go. But I just wanted to show y'all a little something. We've been humping over here. Then, like I say, we supposed to be moving pretty soon. Me and Pat finna combine, so you're gonna have Busted Knuckles and FSC under one roof. And then we got Primo Jams Audio. So, gonna have 3 hard hitters under the same roof. We finna see how this go. Make some noise out here. Under the hood and in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? But yep, till next time, y'all. I'll holler at y'all later.